And welcome to another InstaForex daily market analysis. For today, I decided to cover euro versus US dollar. I will speak about Bitcoin, dollar index, gold, crude oil, and NASDAQ 100. I will start with the euro versus US dollar first. And what we can see here is that we have a different time frames, multi-time frames. On the top left is a 5-minute, top right corner is an hourly time frame, the bottom left is a daily, and the bottom right is a weekly time frame. So nothing really changed since my previous update on that I did yesterday. So we had an inside day last week compared to the 2 weeks ago. We can see here that current week we already have the higher high. Hourly time frame, we can see here that we also we have a higher lows and a strong support around 1.0840 and a good decent buying power this morning. You can see 5-minute actually traded of this low and then made a perfect bull flag at this point. So on a break of that 1.0853. It was a strong and good indication for the further rally. Now market is just holding. There's rising 8, 10, and 50, 10, 20, and 50 bar moving averages, and there is a chance, from my perspective, for the full retest of the previous day high at 1.0875. And even if we can break this, so then the next upside objective will be at 1.0889, and even third objective, so we can project third objective around 1.0900 mark. So those are the levels for the potential rally on the euro dollar. Now, speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, as I alerted, it's 70,000 mark was at 69,000 mark was the key resistance. We can see here in the weekly time frame, and naturally market really found sellers there. Market actually traded all the way down to 59,000 and rebounded of this rising 10-day moving average, close in the middle, and this morning is basically rallying so far. But this is still not that strong sign for the further upside continuation. We can see potentially some inside day or some consolidation to develop inside of this big range bar candle from yesterday. So I expect more like a consolidation day versus any directional or any breakout of the 69,000 or 58,000. So more like a consolidation to develop for a day or a couple of days on a Bitcoin. On the dollar index, we can see a downside breakout. This is something that I alerted yesterday. There was a strong resistance at 103.95, and we're having the breakout of this bear flag on a daily time frame, and this is a strong indication for the further downside movement. The downside objectives are set at the price of 103.43, and then the next one is all the way down around 103 mark. So I will just mark this on a daily time frame. This will be also the major downside objective based on this downside breakout. 5-minute is pretty supportive for the further downside movement. It's holding those declining moving averages, and hourly time frame just went extended here in this sell-off, rebounded, and found sellers around this 50 bar and 50 bar moving average. So further downside movement on the dollar index from my perspective. Gold market, naturally you can see pretty well after the breakout of the 2043, and there was a strong imbalance to the upside. There is a potential for the full retest of 2148, which is the 2143, which is the swing high from December last year. You can see that how hourly is very supportive after the push higher. We usually will have only a consolidation or mini AVC. The 50 will hold, or 20 moving average will hold. You can see here a spike and hold, a spike and hold, and then again hold, spike, and now hold. So there is a chance for the retest of 2141 and even full retest of this 2143, maybe to make the new all-time high. So pay attention to the gold market, a strong demand, since, I will say, from a couple of days ago, from this March 1st. Now, speaking of the crude oil, we had a breakout a couple of days ago, but market probably wasn't ready at that point, and the buyers didn't have a power to sustain. But then we had a natural pullback towards a 20-bar moving average on the daily time frame. And at this point, you can see how the hourly time frame had a breakout and then moved back, and now it's holding above this 10 and 20-bar moving average on the hourly. Weekly time frame, we had an outside week last week and close near the high, so we can definitely see potential rebound on the crude oil and potential higher prices, and eventually another rebreak of that 80.90 can lead the WTI towards the 84 or even 90 mark, short term speaking. So upside potential definitely there. NASDAQ 100. As alerted yesterday, we had potential for the down day to develop, and we can see that 20-day moving average is now on the test. So this will be the critical to observe. So far, we have a pin bar from yesterday, but retake of that previous day low at 17,810 can signal further drop towards the, for example, rising 50-bar moving average or so, around 17,400 mark can be the next downside objective. Hourly time frame was extended at this point, so this was a natural reaction towards the 10-20-bar moving average on the hourly time frame. We can see some intraday now demand. Market is breaking this contraction, but again, the context is pretty weak. And so far, this can still just be a correction based on this drop from yesterday. So if the market can hold, if we can hold a 20-bar moving average, there is a still chance for the rally. But if we can, if we see today further drop and break of the 17,810, then there is a chance for the further drop. And that will be everything for this InstaForex daily market update for today. Have a good trading day and speak to you from tomorrow morning.